Yeah, and right now we take a look at what both teams picked up: Ursa Tusk, Queen of Pain, Witch Doctor. For 4Zoomers, looking like they at least need an offlaner, unless they're gonna pull the Vici. I saw did it with Yang, go offlane Tusk, but I don't know if that is a thing here in North America as much as I've seen it in China once or twice.
It's a thing, but the thing is, like, Monkeys Forever, this guy plays. The reason that I was, like, very excited to see this matchup is I thought it was going to be Bulba for EG. Kitrak plays these sorts of regular offlaners as well. Like, you can see that Zoomers banned out the Beastmaster, they banned out the Mars. Kitrak plays these tanky strength offlaners, right? But there are two types of offlaners right now, and there's kind of a head-to-head battle going on between these two types of players that think that their way of playing is the best. And Monkeys Forever plays the second type of offlaner. He plays the int offlaners. He plays Nature's Prophet. He plays Death Prophet offlane, Batrider. Even Broodmother offlane is not your traditional, strength Beastmaster sort of hero. Monkeys does not play these Beastmasters and Mars, and I'm sure he can, but it's that he prefers these int heroes. So I would say probably Queen of Pain is more likely to go offlane than Tusk, and I would say that probably fits their style better. If they do run the Tusk offlane, I would be a little concerned just because I feel like they've always functioned based on having Monkeys Forever on one of these kind of playmaking int heroes.
Yeah, and I looked at it and I accidentally took your face off the screen for a second looking at my Discord. I forgot that is connected. Kitrak is actually taking over for the offlane for the entire event.
Okay.
So
that explains why he's been kind of spamming it in pubs. I have noticed that he's been playing it a lot more. And like I said, he has been playing the Beastmasters and the Marses, these very traditional offlaners, which I think, if you're just transitioning over to the offlane, those are probably the heroes that you're more comfortable playing. Although I say that, and Pugna is picked up, so this could be run in the offlane. They could run like a Kunkka offlane. They could pull a Team Secret. I just saw them pick that in Blast. There's a lot of ways that EG could go with this. It's kind of hard to predict their draft right now.
Yeah, it feels like they have a lot of potential offlaners in this lineup. At least my friend,
all five of them actually.
Yeah, my friend loves Enchantress offlane right now. Clockwork I've seen offlane, 4 position Weaver offlane, get that Ags up.
Not bad.
It's just a crew of offlaners led by a Kunkka, I guess. I mean, Kunkka could go offlane too, but hey, we usually see him mid. Have you seen a safe lane Kunkka anytime recently?
Not recently, but it doesn't seem that bad. You see the DK safe lane all the time, right? It's like you could pick up. Likewise, you could pick up a Radiance and be this kind of tanky frontlining guy on Kunkka as well. It's really not that bad.
So okay. Void Spirit, that could again
that's
push
probably Monkeys. I think the Void Spirits, and that's okay. They are doing Gunner Void Spirit, and they're doing Monkeys Queen of Pain. Interesting.
Does he have the Arcana? That's the question.
That is a good question. I would assume so. Monkeys. He's got a pretty big stream, put some of that money back into the game.
put your, get your 25% into the prize pool.
Yeah, I would. Come on, Monkeys. Don't do us dirty like this, man. Let's go. Arcana, come on.
I saw this Arcana come out, and then somebody mentioned how the whip is making the sonic wave, and then I went into a deep dive of YouTube of just videos of how a whip does make a sonic wave, and it doesn't start when it fully extends. It was, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning. You just dive into YouTube, and you're just like, oh, okay, this is where I'm at, and there it is. There's the Arcana.
No, I feel you, dude. I've gone down that rabbit hole too. Whips are dangerous, man. Like, they can do some real damage.
Oh yeah.
They are, when they are at their apex, they're fast. They're dangerous.
Something I used in Dark Souls when I had the chance.
No way! You were a whip player? Are you serious?
No, not all the time. You play, you get a whip, you use it for a little bit, and then you sometimes I'd use double fists.
That's a hilarious one. I was always a scythe guy.
It's always about finding the right moveset too.
It is. I just found the scythes funny. I'd enter into somebody's game and it's like, all right, the Reaper's coming, baby. I'm coming for you. You know, Necro is actually one of my favorite heroes in Dota as well. So, you know, I'm just a Scythe fan.
Yeah.
Huge Scythe fan here.
You gotta go catch yourself a Scyther in Pokemon. Full
Yeah.
Scythes.
Yeah. Probably one of my least favorite Pokemon, I'm going to be totally honest.
Whoa.
It's just not,
Don't be mad.
I don't know. Probably the least cute Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, he's a bug. He's not supposed to be that cute. Although I feel like first gen Pokemon were cute at times.
Definitely cuter than the, have you seen the Teapot Pokemon? The recent one?
I really wanted to get the new Pokemon. It just didn't interest me as much as I probably should have been.
My girlfriend's a big Pokemon fan, and she was quite disappointed by the new one.
I've been very into Animal Crossing recently.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So here we are, Queen of Pain Arcana, ready for us, Monkeys Forever. We got my former teammate, Monkeys Forever, Twitch rivals, never forget. 0-3 the dream.
You know what? At least you're a competitive player.
Dude, I was not competitive. It was reverse captain's mode, and I think people were just coming up with the idea, what's the worst hero for a 5 position? Like, what hero does nothing with no farm? And I think I played, like, Sark, Spectre, and something else, and I just played the 5 position, and it was not exciting.
Beating him up on the top lane. Ocean gets 1 punch off.
So,
worth the mana.
I've never actually seen Husky or Ocean. Well, not never, but they're not guys that I've covered that much, and not names that I don't know if anybody really recognizes that much in the.
They're good. They're good. They're very good. Husky is one of the best position 5s on the server right now. I would say he's improved a lot in the last probably year or so. He went from like a rank, 200, 300 sitting player to top 50, which is like 1500 MMR or something like that. So he's been kind of getting a lot of attention because of that. He's been party queuing with Moo, with Sumail. He's been playing with the big boys, and he's been learning and getting a lot of respect. And Ocean is similar. The reason I really like the Zoomers team is because they've all kind of apexed in skill recently while they're playing together, as well as they have the kind of friendship synergy going on as well. You know what I mean? Like these guys would play together even if they were all crappy, but now they're all really good players and they're playing together. So that's why this team is an exciting team, because they're skilled, but they actually have the kind of friend synergy going on, which is awesome.
So it'll be interesting to watch them see, maybe I learn a few things. That's where I draw a lot of my information. Stuff I can't execute, but that I learn when I'm playing Dota.
Yeah, it's a way to do it. So very, very easy to not execute things in Dota, actually.
They swapped up the Bkop and the Ursa for 4Zoomers, looking for the better matchup.
I think that's fair. I have heard people say that Ursa is really good against Weaver. I mean, it just depends on if you have a sentry in the lane. Weaver has really low armor, low HP. So Ursa gets those Fury Swipes on him, and it does a lot of damage.
And immediately Kitrak comes over, tries to do something with the battery assault, but you look at the damage he's taking, and the cast bounces around, and 4Zoomers grab themselves a quick first blood off the rotation from Kitrak, and not, yes, it's terrible that he dies there, but it's even worse, he TP'd there, so he's got the long walk.
Yeah, that's just about the worst thing that can happen. And this is against an aggressive tri-lane too, right? Like this is the lane that you're trying to respond to the pressure in, and you respond to it by walking in and kind of feeding. That's a little bit of a miscommunication there. That's pretty bad. But he's Clockwork. He's got boots. He's a fast hero, so it could be worse. He could be like a Pudge without boots or something like that,
Dire's courier has been killed.
So Kitrak's roaming around as the 4, right? Because we were talking about how he was potentially taking over the off lane.
That's interesting. Crit is... I think what they're doing is just depending on the hero that they want to put in the farming position. Okay, they're going on fly top here, actually. He looks... He took a lot of damage.
Oh, God, Impetus. That early level just does so much damage. The battery assault, Sammy Boy getting pretty low. Good job by Ocean to get in front of Kid Track, making sure that that Ursa stays alive. But Sammy Boy has to still be careful. He's got his tangos.
Solid team play from Zoomers in this lane. It's really obvious that they've got the laning synergy with each other. Whereas there's a little bit of miscommunication between the EG guys so far. So looking pretty good for Zoomers up here at least.
Back over once again. Oh, Ocean. He gets taken out as Flying Kid Track come over. They're looking for a second. Husky on the run. And can Arteezy get it? Does he dive the tower? Looks like he wants to get the kill, and with the rocket flare, there's enough damage there to get it. Now Sammy Boy, Arteezy comes under the tower, but should be okay. Good shards, Ocean. However, with your shock, Sammy Boy gets one, maybe even more. Impetus does a lot of damage to Sammy Boy. Now they learn to move over to Fly, or lean to move over to Fly, not learn. And it should be another kill here for Ocean. All of a sudden, all three heroes on EG, they drop.
Yeah, that is not good. It's just so hard to tri-lane into a Tusk. Like, this hero is incredibly good against and with tri-lanes. Just with the little icy hands and the ability to block people off with the shards. Huge dive coming out from EG though. That's really what went punished there, is the fact that they were hungry for kills.
Picks up the regen. But just fills the bottle, not the worst thing in the world. Back over towards mid though. Husky, he made a rotation. Cogs and Kid Track, he gets another kill. Well, he participates in another kill. He's 4 for 4 with this EG lineup,
Gunner?
and they're still looking for Gunner. Assimilates to leave the scene, but not too far away from Ryoya and Kid Track. Kid Track is still chasing.
Radiant's middle tower is
All right, I had no idea that Tidebringer goes through Resonant Pulse. It's supposed to be physical damage, right? But Tidebringer's physical. Why was he able to Tidebringer? That's crazy. I had no idea that it worked like that. He took so much damage from that through the shield. Huh.
Still in beta.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, I guess so.
Not everything is as it seems.
That makes Kunkka pretty damn good against this Void Spirit hero. I had no idea it worked like that.
And the Void Spirit was picked after.
Yeah, definitely. I think probably Zoomers thought it worked like that too. I mean, it's physical damage, right? Monkeys Forever, he's got his 3 points in dagger down here, so it's very difficult to lane against him. Although, Crit's doing very well.
Yeah,
24 and 10.
But he's walking all the way back. He'll have the TP to come back into the lane, though. Not the worst thing in the world.
Crit's just a hard player to 1v1 against, you know? It's like, this guy's 10k MMR. He's just like an impressive individual player, even on a core role.
Easy and chase, shards block him, Fly, cast bouncing around. They do have the sentry down to continue to have vision on Arteezy. Crit makes the rotation towards top, so they look over at Sammy Boy. They'll get the kill into the Ursa, and now they'll chase after Ocean. And Arteezy, does he have the damage? Husky here, ready to throw a cask in just a moment. They don't chase, but they do get the kill there onto the Ursa.
Huh, so now they have Crit top.
Are they going to swap Arteezy bottom?
No, he's just staying top.
Interesting.
So they're not really running any offlaner this game. They're just kind of running 2 supports. Like,
Yeah.
Crit is just up here supporting now.
Yeah, he got his levels, he got his farm, and now Kid Track takes over bottom, which I would have thought maybe you'd want, if anybody, the Clockwork to get the levels first so you can get him to 6 quicker and use that hook shot. Yeah,
this is interesting. This is cool. I mean, I like seeing stuff like this. I think this is really interesting.
Gunner comes over, finds Fly, Astral Step. Should be an easy kill here onto the Enchantress with the Resonant Pulse.
It's a pause 5. It's not really a huge deal. But man, Monkey's down here. He's so happy. He's so happy. This is free. Free lane for him. Clockwork can't do anything.
At down 2 levels, it's certainly going to be a tough lane to stick your head in. What's been the reasoning too? Like Quap,
Dire's bottom tower
when you think of
is
Quap,
under
you think
attack.
mid lane, but Quap has definitely been pretty favorable offlaner recently.
Yeah, it's probably my most played offlaner actually recently. Oh, Arteezy.
In trouble.
Take a
Snowball
lot of
coming in.
damage.
Our shot's short. They also rotate another one in as Monkeys Forever comes through with the Sonic Wave to get the kill. Husky dead behind him. Fly takes out one. Now Crit will TP away. They're going to look over at Fly. He'll try to retreat. Nature's Attendants will be enough heal. Gunner coming over, and with Monkeys for everybody here, this should be an easy kill onto the Enchantress, and it will be. The Dissimulate will finish him off.
So that's a huge rotation. That's all 5. I think if you're EG, you're probably kind of okay with this just because of you have heroes in the other lanes that are getting farmed. Ursa. Oh, good. Good gracious. He is dead. Just to the Kunkka. Sammy Boy needs to get some levels somewhere. He is quite under-leveled because of this aggro tri-lane.
XP is in the favor of EG right now by about 1,500. Track. In trouble. Snowball cast. They've got the lockdown. They should be able to get this kill. And
Dire's middle tower
again,
is under
Gunner
attack.
coming over. Gunner getting a kill. He's got the help of the supports.
Dire's structures
Easy
are
does it.
fortified.
So unfortunately for Zoomers, they're getting a lot of kills. They're being the aggressors, but they don't have great tower push, so they can't really get anything from it. You know, it's really just kills for the sake of kills, which is fun Dota, but not super objective based. You know.
Sammy now moves over here bottom, but immediately EG want to be on top of him, continue to shut him down. They've got Arteezy here with Crit as well as Kidtrack, but Kidtrack's just sitting here level 4. You know, he still doesn't have that 6. He still doesn't have the hook shot to engage with. They've also brought Fly down bottom. 4 heroes.
Gunner's here as well. They're just 5-man rotating to everything on both teams.
Yeah, now cogs are around Sammy Boy, and Snowball comes in, but you've got the ulti from Crit. Just sucks the life out of this Ursa. And they're continuing to shut down the Ursa with really no answer.
They're pressuring Sammy Boy a lot. I wonder if this is a Sammy Boy thing or if this is an Ursa thing. That's always the question, because you know, he is a potentially tiltable player. If you're EG, you might try to shut him down. I know he's also a big voice on this team. This guy is very assertive when it comes to his idea of how to play Dota. So if you shut him down, it may just shut the entirety of Zoomers down, to be honest. Definitely worth the investment.
You look at his net worth right now, 2,900 net worth, and he is sitting 300 behind the Pugna. He is behind everybody, it seems like, who he needs to be in front of, and it has really not been a good game so far for him.
Man, even Fly is catching up to Sammy Boy's net worth in this game as a position 5 Enchantress. That is rough. That is rough.
Now you finally have 6 here for the Clockwork. Kidtrack can initiate in and get some help here. Up 1,000 net worth for EG, and you can see Kidtrack already looking to line up a shot.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Just kind of faking it, being annoying, saying like, "Hey, if you put yourself out of position here, I've got hook. I'm level 7. I'm gonna kill you." Sometimes in Dota, that's all you need to do.
What other heroes have that kind of omnipresence? Like, obviously Enigma does, Tidehunter does. Hold on, X. And the Remnant locks up the Kunkka, and now the cast coming in. With the hookshot from Kidtrack, Gunner gets low, doesn't die, and is able to escape.
Yeah, that was so close. I mean, I don't feel like they should be able to kill him either way. I think he would need to make some sort of individual misplay to die to this. It's impossible to X combo a Void Spirit. He just presses Dissimulate and he can dodge it, so I'd be really shocked if he died. They need to lock him down with cogs. Monkeys, though.
Track, and now they've got the X, but the X isn't pulled back where the torrent's not landing, and with the ulti coming for the Witch Doctor, Ryoya taking a lot of damage. The Sonic Wave flies through, And they do get the kill on Crit as well as Ryoya. Looking for a third one. Kid Track on the run, but the Walrus Punch comes in. Ocean here with Sammy Boy and the rest of the team to get the kill out of the Clockwork, make it a third. And 4Zoomers taking out 3 members of EG.
Yeah, most importantly, they take out the Kunkka, who's top of net worth. And remember, the way the net worth works now and the way that you get gold bounties is it's just straight up based on the person you killed's net worth. So if you're killing supports, it doesn't matter. But you kill the Kunkka, that's a pretty big deal. And then they get the mid tower because of that. That's huge.
Yeah, that's really going to help out Sammy Boy, who desperately needs it.
Yeah, oh yeah, he needs the space. He needs to just hit a jungle, but with the mid tower dead, that means there's just more map for him to farm. Still, though, he's struggling.
Oh boy.
He's having a rough one.
Yeah, you know, never a fun time to be an Ursa behind. That's for sure.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Goodness, he's just sitting there trying to farm ancients, and a Clockwork Flare comes in. You just see him so fearful. He runs away a little bit. He's like, "Oh, come on, leave me alone for just a minute here. Give me a break."
The whole time it feels like Arteezy just like, all right, I'll continue to farm, go for my Maelstrom, I'll be okay. He was sitting up towards top. Like he didn't have the greatest of starts with the 2 deaths that he had, but he's, you know, compared to the Ursa, he's a level ahead.
Yeah, he's catching up now, for sure. And when he gets his Maelstrom, it's going to be a lot faster that he farms. This Javelin, it's been nerfed so many times. It's pretty bad.
Ryoya hit with the cask. There's the Remnant that brought him and kept him close. Ryoya now, the ulti from Husky is enough damage. The Astral Step, it flies right onto Fly and Kid Track. Monkeys Forever continuing to move forward. He has Sonic Wave in just 5 seconds time. Hookshot away into the neutrals, but here's Monkeys Forever to finish off the kill. They've gotten themselves 3, looking for a 4th. Snowball onto the high ground, Fly on the run, try to get the Nature's Attendants off, and did. But I don't think the heal is going to be enough. The Walrus Punch in, and Husky grabs yet another 4 kills there for 4Zoomers. And everybody but Arteezy dies on EG.
This is honestly how I've seen 4Zoomers win games for the past... I mean, since their inception. They will just play lanes. They'll like lose or win lanes, and it doesn't matter. And then they just run around and 5-man and outfight people. So this is absolutely just, you know, part of their MO as a team. So it's cool to see this in action, especially against what is arguably the best team in NA, EG. So very cool.
It's interesting because yeah, EG does have that obviously recognizable name and everything, but they're here with what, 2 stand-ins? You know, of course, due to the fact that, you know, we've got these changes in rosters with everything that's going on in the world.
Yeah, it's definitely, I would say with Bulba they'd be a little bit more formidable because he's an offlaner. It's hard playing with 3 supports. But you know, even still, they've got Arteezy, they've got Crit, they've got Fly, they've got these 10k MMR players. It's still really cool to see a team like Zoomers compete with a team like this. The hook comes out, just kind of baiting a little.
We're gonna look for Gunner. Now they've got themselves the X, and he will just keep himself alive with that Yules.
Kind of slowed down a little bit here from Zoomers. They're just farming up. Sammy Boy's bot. They have Husky top on Witch Doctor hitting some creeps. Just kind of abusing the space they have on the map.
Top lane, Crit on the run. Shards. Oh,
Ooh,
perfect
nice.
from Ocean. Gas comes in. They've got the snowball. There's the Walrus Punch. Nobody rotating for the side of EG. And they will get that kill. Very well done by Ocean and Husky to put it together with the help of Monkeys Forever. And meanwhile, mid, they found Gunner. Gunner's yet to die this game. He's got the Yules. Can he survive the ulti from the Witch Doctor? It's still not enough. They take out Husky. Kid Track dies. A 1-for-1 trade over here mid. Monkeys Forever continuing to move forward. He's looking for the high 5. He's also got the Sonic Wave ready to throw. Ghost Ship, save, Snowball on Arteezy. Ryoya on the run. But now comes back in for a second. Sammy Boy joins the fight. Monkeys Forever with the Sonic Wave. And they'll take out Ryoya and Arteezy.
Did Gunnar buy back? Did he not die there?
He
Am I
did
crazy?
not die there.
Wow.
He was close.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. Yeah, the Weaver, so Arteezy was waiting to get Gunnar after his Yules, but Husky drops basically all of his Witch Doctor abilities, which forces Arteezy to have to press his time lapse, otherwise he was going to die. So it's like, do you really want to trade your life for Gunnars? Probably not if you're a carry. You know, you're supposed to farm. You're supposed to value your life over everybody else. So good team play from Zoomers, kind of saving each other there. And this is what they do. Like I said, their team fighting is just spectacular. And I would like to chalk that up to their synergy as just people over being good at Dota. Although, like I said, they are great at Dota, of course.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They're looking to
Radiant's middle
stay
tower
aggressive
is
on
under
this
attack.
tier 1 tower mid.
Dire's
Shards
top
all the way
tower is
through,
under
just short of crit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gets to deny.
Just finally
Nice.
Battle Fury for
Dire's
Sammy
top
Boy.
tower has fallen.
Just desperately looking to continue to get some farm. Sentry down for both sides. They'll take out the Radiant Sentry. We'll keep Arteezy a little bit safer over here in the jungle. Maybe looking to engage in a fight or draw in the side of 4Zoomers. The whole time, Monkey's Forever, you know, using this Necro Book, continuing to farm, push his top lane out, going towards the Guardian Graves. And he's in second on the net worth behind Gunnar, who's had a immaculate game so far, 5-0-8.
Is under attack.
I would love to see Monkeys finish this Vessel. I feel like against Pugna, who has healing, and Enchantress, who has healing, and then Clockwork and Kunkka, who are two heroes that have a lot of HP, so the percentage damage will do a lot. I'm a huge Vessel fan on Queen of Pain. That's usually what I'll rush when I play this hero in the off lane. Basically anything that has a Sage's Mask is just amazing right now, because Sage's Mask is a broken item. It's so efficient.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But I love the Vessel.
Puts the X on a Gunner, never actually pulls it in, but the shards are perfect once again. Husky now with the ulti. Sonic Wave flies in. Ryoya getting low, but so is Gunner. Gunner's been disarmed. He doesn't get the kill on Ryoya just yet. Husky finally gets it with the Maledict, but Fly continuing to chase on a Gunner. Is going to be the first kill onto this Void Spirit. Doesn't look like it with the Essence Ring. Now back over to the other side of the fight as Ocean runs. Husky one shot from dead. The cast bounces around off of this Ogre Frost Mage. Back on Arteezy. However, they do finally kill off Husky, and this is a Roche low, so are you that willing to just leave the pit?
Oh boy.
Monkeys Forever finds crit. Essence Ring, again, one of those neutral items that just feels so good, and Monkeys gets drawn in onto a low Pugna and might not be able to get out successfully as, well, Arteezy is here with the Shikuchi to finish him off.
They got bugs on everybody.
Yeah, this is continuing on. Arteezy now snowballing. Walrus Punch. Can they get the kill? Arteezy. He now drops. They find Fly. They've got the Remnant, and all of a sudden, yeah, Arteezy, he buys back, but you don't have your supports right now. You don't have your Clockwork. You don't have your Enchantress, and now the buyback comes in from the Enchantress. They find Ryoya. They pull him down to the low ground with the Aether Remnant. Ocean getting low. They've got the tag team. They have the damage. They'll get the kill. He doesn't have buyback anymore. Ocean falls. He's got buyback. He'll use it immediately. The Astral Step as well as the ult coming in from Husky. Arteezy doesn't have time lapse for 24 seconds. Fly behind him. And Husky's still trying to get out of this one, but the Rocket Flare from downtown gets the kill. And now Fly, he ends up falling. This is a fight that's just not going to stop. The Cogs lock in a couple, but Sammy Boy able to jump out with the Earth Shock. Ocean trying to get as much damage as he can down onto these heroes on the side of EG as they get the kill on a Kid Track and lose crit. Arteezy now the only one alive for EG. Meanwhile, Roche in his pit thinking, you guys going to finish this? Still here. Waiting.
Cool, very very cool stuff. I played with a few of these players a while back, maybe like 6 months to a year ago, something like that. And I recall, this team is very. I'm getting so distracted by these chat wheels. This team is very. They love the idea of baiting Roche and using it as like a method to fight. I would say that this team is probably most Dota teams are, most influenced by Team Secret. And that's something that Secret does as well. They'll pick like a Roche hero for Nisha. Well, this was in the past before roster shuffles, but they'd pick a Roche hero for Nisha, and then they would just throw Nisha in the pit and then fight around the pit and kind of use the Roche to say, hey, either you fight us right now or we take Roshan. And that is exactly what Zoomers just did with the Ursa. And you could see that they weren't even intending on taking the Roche. They just kept looking for kill after kill after kill. And EG completely took the bait. It's such a nice play that you can make when you have a lead like this and when you have a Roche hero like Ursa.
End up coming out ahead by quite a bit. They're up 6,000 net worth. I mean, Arteezy used his buyback on that. Like, EG kind of committed everything to that, and they don't even get the victory.
Yeah, exactly. It's a smoke up here from Zoomers.
Into Kitrak. Shards, Cogs. He still can't go anywhere, but they've got some control on the Gunner, doing a lot of damage as he'll Astral Step back. Cast bounce around to the back lines. They've got themselves a hook on a Sammy Boy. Arteezy comes in, but he's silenced. Thanks to the Ags of Gunner, the silences are really disrupting the fight on EG. They get the kill into the Clockwork. Now they look over at Ryoya. Yule's used, trying to survive. Fly throwing some damage out with the Impetus. Arteezy moving into the backlines, looking over at Ocean and the rest of the team. They'll get the kill into Ryoya as well as losing Husky, so it's a 2-for-1. And now a 2-for-2 with the Aegis down. But they continue on to fly. They've got the damage coming in from Monkeys Forever as well as Gunner. They get themselves another as the buyback comes in from Ryoya. They'll find Sammy Boy. Arteezy on the run with crit. Can Sammy Boy get out of this one with the help of Gunner as well as Monkeys Forever? Ryoya back into the fight. They've got the X as well as the Torrent. That locks up Monkeys Forever, who has the blink, gets down to the low part of this lane. Sammy Boy trying to TP out Yules. Gunner dies for the first time. He got the Yules out, but not going to survive. And now Ryoya, with the rest of his team, might be able to put some pressure onto this tier 2 bottom. And I say might, but he should be able to get the kill.
I think Gunner Yulesing there, he could maybe get out if he had like Dissimulate or Astral, but he didn't. So I think Yules, like, he kind of just sacrificed himself for Sammy Boy there, which was very nice.
Sammy Boy goes after Crick. It's pulled back. Ghost Ship coming in. Monkeys Forever behind them. And he's got the Sonic Wave that hits on the crit as well as Ryoya, but doesn't exactly do that much damage. It feels like the EG are still in this fight. They get the kill on the Husky. Now they look over at Sammy Boy. Sammy Boy surrounded by 4 of these heroes with Monkeys Forever only being able to look in. Sammy Boy ends up going down. They get the kill there. The hook shot wild. Ryoya drops the Husky. And now Gunner, he's back into the fight with Ocean. They've got the Walrus Punch. They have the damage to kill Arteezy. They do. So all of a sudden they kill Ryoya, they kill Arteezy. Arteezy's dead for 99 seconds with no buyback. He bought back in the fight by Roche. Kidrak trying to run. Monkeys Forever back into the fight. He's got some mana to work with as well as some HP. They'll lose Ocean. Kidrak dies. And now they might even be able to secure the kill on a fly. He doesn't have a TP.
This game is just non-stop fighting. I don't understand. Both of these teams kind of picked like not too much tower hit. I mean, they have Pugna on EG, but both of these teams need to kill the other one before they can go for any objectives. So it's just constant madness and constant fighting. This is good classic NA Dota right here.
Now he'll find Fly. Aether Remnant to Simulate right on top of this Enchantress. And now the Shadow Strike from Monkeys Forever. They'll get the kill. Finally finish off Fly, and I believe that ends up being a long-winded team wipe.
Still Arteezy and Ryoya dead for so long because they both just bought back. That's the real big deal here is that Arteezy and Ryoya bought back and then they both died. So huge economic damage to EG in these fights, and I don't think there were any buybacks from Zoomers. I think they've just kind of been fighting with whatever heroes they have alive, and because of that they get 4 bounty runes, and that's really where the huge gold leads come from these days in Dota. It's not kills. Like, there's no gold on the map. It's all about those bounties.
We saw how effective that Ags was on the Void Spirit. Truthfully, I think the Resonant Pulse Silence, it could be 1 charge.
It's definitely broken. It's very broken. I mean, it's like...
You don't need 2 charges. I'm sorry.
See, the problem with 2 charges is that if you get like a Yules or a Manta or any of these items that would normally dispel silences, he just silences you again afterwards. So you need a BKB. That's the only item that you can get. But Arteezy is not even going for one because he's Weaver. He doesn't want to just rush a BKB. That's awkward.
Oh, X on the Monkeys Forever, and got the X. They'll hit the Ghost Ship. Damage from the Impetus as well as the hook shot. They'll keep Monkeys Forever right on them. They'll get the kill onto the Queen of Pain, but 4Zoomers, they are potentially looking at fighting. Dogs, Cask, bounces all the way back to Arteezy. They've got the ult down from Husky. The damage is there to kill off Kitrak. Ends up being a 1-for-1. 3 for a 4 or 3? I mean, Clockwork's bottom of the net worth now, so he's not the 3 anymore.
I do not know.
Oh my god.
Radiant's bottom tower
I like that Husky just pops the Witch Doctor ult on like literally anything. I think it's really easy to feed with this hero and not press the ult.
Dire's top tower is under
Because
attack.
the moment Witch Doctor walks into a fight, he's going to die, right? So you may as well just throw the ult and just see what happens.
80-second cooldown's not terrible either. You throw it whenever chance you get.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like, surprisingly, there are much longer cooldowns in Dota. I mean, Warlock's got like a 3-minute cooldown on Rock, and Enigma similar on the Black Hole, so it's really not bad.
Telescope for both teams.
That's a broken item. I love that as a tier 3 item. Getting that, it's just the fact that it's an aura it's wild. So much value. Repair kit, that's annoying when you have no pushers.
Fine crit. Snowball coming in, and as well as the shards, but the hookshot comes in from Kitrak. Gunner looking for an opportunity here. Resonant Pulse on cooldown for another 3 seconds. Arteezy comes into the fight. He throws the swarm down, hits onto a couple of these heroes. Sammy Boy ready to re-engage with the rest of the team, as well as Monkeys Forever. So how deep are EG going to move in on this? Cask hits onto Arteezy. Now the Shadow Strike avoided.
That could have gone a lot worse. The little bit of a miss with the Gunner Remnant, and also Ocean did the thing where you go in as Tusk, but then you hit somebody, and then because you do that, you can't immediately Walrus Punch because it goes based on the attack cooldown, of course, since it's, of course, an auto attack.
Dire's
So
top
a couple of like little mechanical misplays that could have turned out to be really bad, but they get the hell out of dodge.
It definitely looked like both teams, it felt like they were a little hesitant to go in, especially EG coming onto a high ground like that.
Yeah, definitely. They don't know who else is there. I mean, as casters, we see like there wasn't really anybody nearby
Yeah.
until like the very end of the fight, or the very end of the engagement, I should say, because the fight didn't really happen.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But if you're EG, you don't know that, of course. You're like, oh, they're all there.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Somehow, Sammy Boy, since first on the net worth.
Top tower has fallen.
That Battle Fury, man. This Ursa build is, you farm incredibly fast.
Tower is under attack.
I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen Battle Fury Ursa too much before the the recent few weeks where people have been doing it, because you farm really quickly, and I suppose it's because like late game Ursa now is just really powerful. You get like if you have like a Satanic and a Sanjin Yasha plus the Enrage, he's borderline unkillable. So I suppose it's mostly that like he actually functions really nicely with a ton of items now. Scouting Roche with the Courier, and EG, they just flare it. That's going to be the next big objective here, of course.
Was the Courier over Roche? Was it IG who were the first team to do that, or was that always like? Because I remember IG, they had the Courier over Roche, kept it in out of vision, and then swoosed in to take the Refresher Shard and the cheese. And then it seems like ever since that moment, everybody's been keeping a Courier over Roche.
I think I think it was about that time people started doing it, because that's about when the Roche pick got changed, that you can actually do that without the Courier just getting killed. And also that was when like Couriers got changed so that they're ultra fast. I mean, look at this thing, 420 move speed at 31 minutes. That's faster than like all the heroes in the game right now. So other than Pugna, but he's got Yule Scepter, Tranquil Boots, high move speed. And there it is. Response, Courier scouts it. Zoomers, they see it, but they're smoked up. They're looking for a kill first.
Scanning.
Yeah, you get the pick off, fall back to Roche, take an easier Roche attempt for this one. Astro step forward. They've got themselves the Yules onto the Kunkka, as well as the Aether Remnant. Ocean moving forward for the Walrus Punch to slow him up, but he throws down the shards. They've got the Cask as well as the Walrus Punch. Kitrak, he's looking for an opportunity to maybe get a hookshot in, but he's actually blocked by Ryoya on the angle he was looking forward on. Now hookshot comes in, lands onto Sammy Boy as well as Gunner. They've got the BKB beam pop. They go to the backlines looking for crit. Ryoya on the run back towards the tier 2 tower. Monkeys Forever trying to focus him with the Shadow Strike, but he's taking a lot of damage from Fly as well as Ryoya. Kitrak and crit are dead. So 2 gone. They'll buy back immediately. They'll get the kill on Ryoya. They'll finally take out the Kunkka. And now moving over is RTZ as well as Craven. Ball back in and goes to the tier 2 tower. There's Ryoya buying back everybody alive for the side of EG. They'll use the time lapse to maybe start to retreat. Aether Remnant pulls in Fly, but it looks like 4Zoomers, they want out.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it's a lot of buybacks. I think it's very reasonable to get out and kind of reset. Wait for Gunner's BKB to be up. Get some resources on your Queen of Pain. That's a huge win for them. Huge win. And EG's not that great at taking Roche, especially with Arteezy being bot lane. He's really their only Roche taking hero, is the Weaver.
Boom, there it goes.
Now they see him down there. Sammy Boy's just in.
Yeah, and it's a 4-man smoke from, or 3-man smoke, sorry, from EG, right around the pit. Flare comes from the top, so they might want to move Ocean to try and block the hook shot. They're leaving the top side of the Roche pit kind of open for a hook shot to fly through. Usually when you're up against Clockwork, you'll see like a little bit of a move to block the hook shot from getting in onto into the pit. They might just start fighting. Sammy Boy evacuates from the pit.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I feel like you definitely need to fight. I mean, they've been doing this all game, so I really doubt they're just gonna like run in and take it. They've got to man up at this point. Yeah, there we go, Gunner.
Yeah, Gunner moving in fast. He used the BKB. He's got the Aether Remnant down on a crate with the Walrus Punch. They'll get the kill onto this Pugna immediately. We bought back in the last fight. They'll get the kill on the Fly as well. 2 heroes gone on the side of EG with the buyback coming in from Fly. Oh, Torrent hits onto Sammy Boy as well as Ocean. They'll get the kill on Ocean. He doesn't have buyback, but the Sonic Wave is huge from Monkeys Forever. They get the kill on Ryoya as well as Kid Track. Ryoya out of this fight for 90 seconds. And this should put the Aegis into the hands of 4Zoomers. Oops.
I think at this point, the way that you win this game, if you're EG, is you need a Rapier on RTZ. I don't think there's any other way. He's got the Satanic and Sanjin Yasha too, so he's got the status resist and, you know, lifesteal to work with if he does pick up a Rapier. I do not see how you win this game without a huge item like that. There's no comeback gold anymore, so you absolutely need something big. And he is queuing it up, yeah, so he's going to go for it.
Always excited to see a
Dire's middle
Rapier.
tower is under attack.
As, well, for the 2 weeks or 1 week total that I've been able to cast NA Dota, I think I've seen about a baker's dozen of Divine Rapiers.
We like our Rapiers here. We like our Rapiers. That's
Dire's
definitely
middle tower
an
is
item
under
of
attack.
this region. And our Necro books as well.
I know Envy picked up like
Dire's
3 in
middle
one
tower
game when I got
has
to watch
fallen.
him.
Oh yeah, that guy's he is just in his element in this patch. That guy loves his Rapiers.
He was playing Ember, and the only cosmetics he had on the Ember were the 2 Divine Rapiers. He ended up buying 2 Divine Rapiers. And then he lost them. And they lost.
Sounds like Envy. Sounds about right for Envy. RTC's just doing whatever he can to cut waves and delay this game. He's got a delay for about 4,500 more gold. And he's got the Weaver move speed now from the level 25 talent, so he's definitely in a spot where he can delay the game.
People starting to hit their 25s. Or get close to them. Ryoya is actually so far behind. He's only level 19. With the start he had too, I'm so shocked. He's just been shut down
Radiant's
completely.
top tower is under attack.
I feel like EG's been just so responsive
Dire's
all
middle
game,
tower
you know,
is
just
under attack. Radiant's
ooh,
top
Kid
tower
Track.
has fallen.
Oh, Gunner guesses wrong. Kid Track went to the left.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sammy Boy sitting at level 23. Pretty sure. Monkeys Forever, yeah, he's getting close to 24. And Gunner 1 level away from hitting this 25. To simulate stun for 2.5 seconds is kind of disgusting.
Pretty gross. It's pretty gross. Especially when you have the Yules. You can just set yourself up for it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Where's our
Gunner? Oh, canceled his TP.
Dire's courier has been killed.
TZ's got the Demon Edge, now working to get towards this Sacred Relic. 2,900 gold short. It'll be a little while, but we'll see. It looks like EG especially, they're trying to stay as conservative as they can for the moment.
Okay, Yules. Oh, so
Dire's
close.
middle tower is
Almost
under
got him.
attack.
Monkeys did
Dire's
not
structures are fortified.
catch crit just
Radiant's
in
bottom
quite enough
tower is
time
under attack.
to get the Yules off, but so close.
Kid track next. Sammy boy. Staff back again. I don't know how much EG are looking to engage while RTZ tries to get this Divine Rapier, or if the Divine Rapier is going to be enough. It certainly gives them a chance, that's for sure. It's one of those items that
It's about the only.
always gives you a shot.
Yeah, oh yeah. The True Strike on it is just insane. It's so strong. Not that there's any mischance on Zoomers at all, but you know, the damage is great as well, of course. He's getting closer. Ooh, Spell Prism. That's a good one. He's gonna use that.
Yeah.
He's gonna use the Prism instead of the other item he had. Titan
Puts
Clover.
Shikuchi on a 4.8 second cooldown,
Yep.
which basically means it has a 0.8 second downtime, but top crit found, crit killed, and he is out of here for 74 seconds. He doesn't actually have buyback for another minute and a half, and hookshot comes in into Sammy Boy. Gunner moving forward. We'll find another one. Kid track dead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So a couple of hits there for the side of 4Zoomers who have had enough of the waiting game, and they just want to go into the high ground and finish.
They do have this repair kit on fly. They have 2 charges left. It looks like they're not even going to use the second one on the
Dire's middle tower
tower
is
mid, because
Dire's
Rax
top
doesn't
tower
really
is
matter
under
too
attack.
much when you have somebody building Rapier. It's all about throne. So he's going to save the last charge, I think, for
Dire's middle barracks are
tier
under
4
attack.
throne.
This expires, Courier comes in, Divine Rapier has been completed, the mid-racks will go down. They do use that repair kit onto the top tier 3. Gunner gets controlled for a moment. They've got the 8th Remnant as well as the Silence, and now the Walrus Punch out onto RTZ. RTZ being chased back, the Silence comes in, and once again, he sits about half health with the Divine Rapier. They've got the disarm onto the Ursa, and now they look over at Monkeys Forever with the X hitting onto Sammy Boy. Sammy Boy pops the Minotaur Horn, and he'll be able to back off successfully. They've got themselves also the Guardian Greaves that are from Monkeys
Dire's
Forever.
middle tower is under
So,
attack.
just in and out like that.
Yeah, Zoomers are playing really safe around the Rapier. They're giving RTZ the respect. Because, you know, you feed a couple of kills to him here and there, and maybe he gets a second Rapier, and all of a sudden the game doesn't feel so easy.
Oh, Abyssal, hook shot. Saves RTZ for a moment. He'll use the time lapse. Now goes in with the Shikuchi. Can he get the damage out to kill these heroes on the side of 4Zoomers? Duels up. Ursa, Ocean already dead. They get the kill there onto Kid Track. Sammy Boy trying to fight RTZ. Husky throws down the ulti. Sammy Boy taking a lot of damage. He's trying to heal through this. Can he survive? The cast comes in. The Bkop is being popped by Ryoya. But the Sonic Wave, RTZ down. And there's the Divine Rapier. Ryoya also dies. And they'll take out Fly and crit. GG is called. 4Zoomers will take the first game over EG.
So it looks like Ursa wins that man fight. Ursa versus Weaver with the Rapier. Doesn't matter. You know, Ursa with the Satanic, the lifesteal is just too much. We were talking about how broken the Satanic is with the Weaver Rapier, but you know, when Ursa's got one as well, it's not as simple as just sitting there and man fighting. You've gotta use that Sakuchi, but you know, not much that RTZ can really do in that game at that point. I think he did a fairly good job the entire game. I think his team kind of, if we're gonna play the blame game, I think his team may have thrown that a little bit. He was farming pretty well, but there was a lot of like reactive Dota coming out from EG, just showing up to towers and kind of running in and dying one by one.
Yeah, it was a very interesting game coming out from EG, but a very well played one by 4Zoomers. Gunner and Monkeys Forever really, you know, giving Sammy Boy a chance to come back into this game. They shut down the Ursa for the first 10-15 minutes or so, but Sammy Boy was able to finish off the Battle Fury, and the rest of the team made enough space for him to come back into it. So, I mean, a very good job by 4Zoomers to take the first game of this 2-game round robin series. So we'll be back with game 2 in just a moment between EG and 4Zoomers. Stay right there. We'll be right on back.